This podcast is brought to you by the Mice Pod. Mice Pod at micechat.com and micepod.com. Micechat.com.
Greetings, Universal Orlando fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast with your hosts, Lee, Tracy, and Darren.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 60 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I'm your host for the show, Darren. Joining me, of course, is Tracy.
Hello.
And Lee.
Hello. I always answer the same way now. I need to go with a different one.
How's it going?
It's hot as the hobs of hell over here at the moment. I don't need to come to Florida. It's boiling.
No, we do need to go to Florida.
Yes, and just so everybody knows, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit over there
yeah,
right
which
now.
Doesn't sound very hot, but it's for England, it's probably about 20 degrees warmer than it normally is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's in centigrade.
All right. Well, of course, the show is brought to you in association with micechat.com and sponsored by Be Our Guest Destinations.
Can I just jump in?
Yes.
I am just going to hijack completely. We've had a message. Listener and friend Craig Lucas has actually sent us a donation. And he said this: please enjoy a round of Flaming Moors from us as a small thank you for all the hard work you do in producing the biggest, best Universal podcast in the world.
Woohoo! Oh, and that's for everybody.
That's for everybody. It's a whole crew.
Us, Darren, Eric, Hunter, and the kids.
Yeah.
Aren't they a little young for Flaming Moes?
It's not alcoholic.
I know.
That is just so generous.
I know. Cheers, Craig.
But very
that
typical
is
of
awesome.
Craig.
Thank you very much, Craig.
Thank you. Sorry, you can have your show back now.
Yeah. As well as that, we received a live report from listener Rebecca Weasley Fraser and her son Gabe from the new Transformers ride. Over to Rebecca.
Hey guys, this is Rebecca Weasley Fraser coming to you live at Universal Studios, Florida. I'm here in the line for the Transformers ride. And it looks pretty wicked so far. I just got in, so there's like a 72-minute wait. So I'm just going to turn my recorder off right now and wait till we get closer to the line, and I'll hit you guys up in a little bit.
I'm General Marshall, commanding officer of NEST. NEST stands for the Non-Biological Extraterrestrial Species Treaty. You've never heard of it before because it's top secret.
Hey, this is Rebecca again, coming to you from inside the confidential facilities of Nesting. We're about to get on the ride, so I'll let you guys know how awesome it was as soon as we get off. Catch you later.
The Transformers ride was so awesome. It rocked. I saw the big robot dog and he got hit in the face.
It was so cool. I can't wait to see you guys so you guys can ride this.
All right, well, awesome. Thank you for that, Rebecca. And Gabe as well. And over to Lee for the news.
And now, your news from around the Universal Orlando Resort with your UUOP news team.
Right, well, first off, I want to make a bit of a statement at the beginning of the news here. We realise there's been a lot of rumours flying around the out internet over the last couple of weeks. And wanted to say that we're not going to be discussing them. As anyone who knows the theme park industry will know, rumours they can change literally at the drop of a hat.
That's why they're called rumours, not fact.
They are, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on that I don't really want to get involved with online, so, we're not going to talk about it, but you can guarantee that once anything is officially announced, we will be among the first to report it.
Mm-hmm.
We will indeed.
And that's it from me.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Right, I have a bit of Orlando news for you. Universal Orlando has purchased more than 50 acres of land under and around the Wet and Wild water park. Under?
Yeah, I'm a little confused about that.
Yes, I didn't realise you had to buy depth as well.
Yeah.
There's not much in Florida either. You got about 8 feet before you
I was going to say,
again,
the
so-
water table's very high, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
well, it's premium land. Anyway, they're giving themselves more flexibility for future growth. The giant theme park resort, which has been rapidly expanding under new owner Comcast Corp, paid $30.9 million for the properties based on documentary stamp tax payments. Now, Universal wouldn't say whether it has any plans to expand or change the theme of Wet and Wild in any way. Tom Schroeder, Universal spokesman, said, "We are pleased with Wet and Wild as a component of our business, and this purchase was a natural step for us. Beyond that, we don't discuss our business transactions." Fair enough. There have been rumours in recent years. I thought we weren't doing rumours. Sorry. That Universal's land lease for Wet and Wild was close to expiring, and that had fueled speculation that Universal might have to move Wet and Wild or build a newer water park on its own land close to the existing theme parks and hotels. But Orange County records show that Universal bought 8 parcels in North and Southwest, totalling about 52 acres. It's quite a expansive land,
Yeah.
that. In addition to the land under the water park, the park's administration building and parking lot, the sale included several smaller parcels that are currently vacant or are being used for warehouses. So,
We've talked about the water parks because there was a lot of confusion not that long ago that do Universal own Wet and Wild or do they not? And then it's only been the last year or so that they've actively started promoting Wet and Wild as part of Universal. But I think we've also spoke that there was not a patent, but whatever it was, put in not that long ago by Universal for the title of Wonder Sea Island, wasn't there?
yes, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I wonder if that would have anything to do with it.
Yeah, and I guess that makes more sense of the land under it, being that, if they didn't fully own it before, now they officially do.
But then it's in.
And that it's an underground water park.
Yeah.
But then it's
Down
interesting.
into the limestone water table.
Yeah.
Through the sinkholes.
But it's interesting that this has gone on, and then, as you'll find out a bit more in the show, that with the new Cabana Bay opening, that they're going to put in water park elements into that hotel resort. So,
Right.
It's always good to have something to watch develop. I always think I find it really interesting to see what does come to fruition.
I think we're going to see a lot of that over the next couple of years.
It's an exciting time.
Yeah, maybe they're just going to buy out all the space in between the two now and make a giant Disney-sized park.
Maybe.
I hope so.
That would be great.
That would be cool.
Maybe they're just going to buy all the land and do nothing with it.
Might do, just so no one
so
else
Disney
can
can't
use it.
use it, yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Turn it into a big parking lot.
So this next news item is very appropriate for Lee.
Newly remodeled bathrooms open in San Francisco. That's in Universal
I was gonna
Studios,
say,
not
it's a
in
bit far
San
to go.
Francisco. So over by, I think it's just to the left of Disaster. They are themed as the Cannery, whatever that is. I don't actually know.
It's where they put
Cans.
goods into cans.
Okay. The newly refurbished bathrooms have opened to relieved guests this past week. It was about 2 weeks ago now, actually.
Nice play on words.
That was Eric. Continuing Universal's new campaign to create a sense of place for every restroom facility with improved fixtures and amenities. And if you want to see pictures of it, I don't think he's got pictures of actually, I think he has got pictures of inside of it. No one there, though, doing anything.
Oh, good grief, just stop talking.
You can head over to a Mice Chat and check out Eric's July 2nd Orlando Park Hopper article to see the pictures.
Yeah, and also just so the can is a euphemism for a toilet
Ah,
here in the United
yes.
States, so. Even more appropriate.
Very. I wonder if that was on purpose.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Well, before we get any sillier, hopefully you were listening to episode 59 and you'll have heard us talking about the Universal Dining Plan. Well, we now have some more details for you. The Universal Dining Plan is only available through Universal Parks and Resorts vacation packages. And the cost is $45.99. That's for adults, and that's tax inclusive, and $17.99 for children under 9, again tax inclusive, and that's per day. If you want more information on that, visit universalorlando.com.
I was actually talking to Heather briefly, our sponsor at Be Our Guest Destinations.
Hello, Heather.
Ding, 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 ding. Actually, it was her birthday
Today,
the day
Happy
we're recording.
birthday,
Happy
Heather.
birthday, Heather.
Yay.
And she was interested in actually coming on the show to talk a bit more about the universal dining plan. So after our trip, I think we will get her on to discuss that with us.
I think that's a sterling idea.
Definitely.
Cool. And since you've been doing all, your vacation planning in both those places, how does that compare to like Disney's?
I find them both quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know from the Disney dining plan, a lot of people talk about it and say that you've really got to make the effort to get the most out of it. So it can be a really good value if you put the hard work in. If you just eat like a general theme park visitor, then you probably won't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be interesting to delve a bit deeper into that and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Right. We'll find the most value in a meal, in one day meal course that we possibly can, and then we'll deliver that to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think that's a really good idea.
That is a good idea.
Actually, I think all three of us should do that and then compare notes.
Yeah, sounds good
We
to
should
me.
we should all see what's the maximum we can get out of it and see how different each of our ideas are.
Cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's competition.
Yeah.
Whey!
As if we haven't got enough competitions going on.
Right.
Cool. That's it. That's all I've got for Orlando.
Snap.
All right, then let's move on to Hollywood news. Hooray for Hollywood.
And now let's switch coasts to see what's going on at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Right, I'll kick this one off then. It's Transformers The Ride 3D versus King Kong 360 3D as Universal Studios Hollywood unleashed its high-voltage Summer of Survival campaign, challenging guests to brave its two most intense thrill rides and live to tell about it.
Yeah, and the two longest titled rides in the park.
Yes, I would say so. So yes, Universal Studios Hollywood defies guests to unlock the beast within as its new campaign. Even Summer of Survival takes on its two most intense, most explosive, most ferocious, most threatening thrill rides: Transformers: The Ride 3D and King Kong 360 3D, created by Peter Jackson. The impactful Summer of Survival campaign puts a suspenseful spin on the theme park's most compelling award-winning rides and challenges guests to muster the courage to face their fears when they encounter Megatron and his fleet of evil Decepticons. And a raging silverback ape battling a pack of dangerous prehistoric dinosaurs in a fight for survival. Sounds exciting. As part of Summer of Survival, USH will debut progressive voice technology empowering humanoid robots, Megatron and Optimus Prime, to interact and speak spontaneously with theme park guests in both tone and demeanour that are consistent with their characters.
We've seen that. It looks amazing.
This amazing new component to the guest experience adds a dynamic and new extension to the already immersive thrill ride.
Bring it to Orlando.
Yes, please. USH broke new ground in themed entertainment with the landmark introduction of King Kong 360 3D, the world's largest and most intense 3D experience. The attraction, based on Peter Jackson's 2005 blockbuster, integrates spectacular three-dimensional visual media and the world's largest 3D projection installation ever produced with physical effects. A signature ride on the world-famous behind-the-scenes studio tour, King Kong 360 3D, that's long to keep saying, transports guests to Skull Island and catapults them into the middle of a terrifying struggle between a giant T-Rex and the eighth wonder of the world, King Kong. Guests find themselves launched into the film, projected onto the world's largest wraparound 3D compound curved screens. The Summer of Survival campaign will resonate through social media via hashtag Summer of Survival and hashtag SOS.
Do we get $10 every time you say King Kong 360 3D?
What, to pay for my new teeth?
So Universal are pulling out kind of what Disney do with year-long celebrations then?
Sounds like fun as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing like promoting what you've got in the park.
They don't have Transformers 3D there anymore. Oh, that was 4D. I was trying to think of how many rides they have with that end in 3D there.
T2 3D, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Transformers.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. No, Terminator's gone, isn't it? It's where Despicable Me's going.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That would have been quite good, actually.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 3D, Transformers The Ride 3D, King Kong 360 3D,
Yeah.
Despicable Me 3D, Shrek 4D. How many more?
We must specify all dimensions of every round.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for... There is actually 5D out.
What the heck is 5D?
I think it's in the London Dungeon or somewhere like that. They've got some attraction. It's in the UK, a 5D shooting ride. I'm not quite sure.
What's the...
This is where they actually get shot.
I was going to say, hang on a minute.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look that up. I can't, because I remember hearing it on the season pass.
I can't even
remember
imagine what 5D
I can't
would
honestly
be.
remember.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no more
I've been on the Tower of Dimension. I've been on the Tower of Terror. I know what the fifth dimension is.
Right.
Anyway, so following on from that, as families prepare for the summertime fun at Universal Studios Hollywood, they have brought back their popular Buy a Day, Get 2013 free annual pass offer. And it offers tremendous value for visits. And visits throughout 2013 for the price of a single day admission, whatever that means. Guests who purchase a Buy a Day, Get a 2013 free pass will be able to come back to experience first-hand Universal Studios Hollywood's Summer of Survival. Tracy?
Yes.
Thrill rides, including Transformers The Ride 3D, $10, and King Kong 360 3D, $20, as well as receive savings on tickets purchased for visiting friends and family.
I like that idea.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Busch Gardens does that here in Tampa.
Yeah, SeaWorld were doing it. I don't know whether they're still doing it, but I know they were. I think it was last year.
Yeah, and it's a really good way to keep the locals in the park spending money.
Because that's it, you get your park entry free, and then they'll make the money up on them buying food and drinks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, brilliant.
It is a good idea.
Yeah,
I
especially
bet Orlando
in the
never
off-season times,
I bet Orlando never bring it in.
Oh, they should though.
Not when their parks are rammed every day. They're not good, are they?
They really should. I'll be there January 1st every year.
Yeah, I might be there as well, to be honest. Be worth the flight over.
Yep. Well, I got a little list here of movies that were filmed on the Hollywood backlot at Universal Studios Hollywood.
This was actually listener Peter Nancaro's idea.
All right.
He mentioned it, and I thought, that's a brilliant idea, actually. I like that.
Oh, okay. And we're starting with the letter A. That would be Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein in 1948. Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe and Jennifer Connelly in 2001. Excellent movie.
Not seen it.
Never seen it? You should.
No.
Nope.
I'm not a huge fan of Russell Crowe, and I think that's what put me off, although I do like Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, it's not his typical role. You should really see it. That's a good one.
Okay.
All That Heaven Allows with Jane Wyman and Rock Hudson. The stunning Rock Hudson. In 1955.
Another film, I've never seen it.
No,
I've never seen that movie. I know who Rock Hudson is, though.
never heard of it.
Another Part of the Forest in 1948 with Frederick March and Anne Blythe. No,
Nope.
that one. Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks and Bill Paxton.
It's the only one I've seen on the list.
Yeah.
We were watching a video on YouTube yesterday about Universal Hollywood, and they've actually got the landing pod with a cutout of the three characters, haven't they, up on the top, like sort of looking over the rest of the park.
And a little bit of additional trivia on that. That's where they filmed the original moon landing, too.
Oh, Darren.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was in 1995.
What, the original moon landing?
No, it was about 1966, wasn't it?
Yeah, the original moon landing, yeah. Apollo 13 in 95. And also The Art of Love with James Garner and Dick Van Dyke in 1965.
Yep, don't know that one either.
I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of these. I think it's quite interesting. I know there's ones later on that make me laugh of what was filmed at Universal. Tracy, we've talked about it, and I find it hilarious, but it's quite a way down the line yet.
Yeah, and it's amazing how they can redress that set, and make it look completely different in each movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amazing.
Anyway, let's move on to a new segment. This is Darren's Halloween Horror Nights segment, everyone. So sit back and enjoy.
Dead Man's Die-Gest.
In this segment, in which we aim to bring you from now until the opening of Halloween Horror Nights, I will let you know about the news and information on this year's HHN events at both Orlando and Hollywood. I would also like to include listener reaction to the announcements, too, so look out for our post on Facebook, Twitter, and the Mice Chat forums. And we will start with Orlando here. Universal has begun teasing Halloween Horror Nights 23 pretty early this year with the tagline, "What evil has taken root?"
Ooh.
Yeah. Universal Orlando have announced the first house for Halloween Horror Nights 23, and it will be based on Joss Whedon's satirical horror movie, Cabin in the Woods. You and your friends thought this would be a relaxing weekend away in an isolated cabin, but you're being watched and manipulated. They're pulling strings to orchestrate a bloody sacrifice that dates back to the beginning of time. You think you know the story. You think you're in control. Think again. This fall, Universal Orlando Resort is unleashing hell by bringing to life Lionsgate's hit horror film, The Cabin in the Woods, at its award-winning, terrifyingly immersive Halloween Horror Nights event. Universal's entertainment team is partnering with Lionsgate and film director co-writer Drew Goddard to deliver a movie-quality haunted house experience that's authentic to the film and places guests in the middle of an ancient fight for survival. This is a twisted dream come true for me, said Goddard. The Universal team has done an amazing job making all the terrifying aspects of Cabin come to life, and horror fans will not be disappointed. Also, they said they'd let me dress up like a merman and scare people, so I'll see you guys there. That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. At Halloween Horror Nights 23, guests will step inside the menacing cabin from the movie and fend off a malicious family of zombies. Just like in the film, guests will flee from the cabin and enter a hidden facility where a secret operative is plotting their sacrificial demise. I should have said spoiler alert before that. If you haven't seen the movie, sorry.
Don't go to Halloween Horror Nights or watch it beforehand.
Oh, yeah, you definitely want to watch it beforehand. Suddenly, a menage blah, blah. You always give me these words I don't know how to pronounce.
Menagerie.
Menagerie of bloodthirsty monsters is released, and they're in the middle of all-out chaos. The Cabin in the Woods took the horror film genre and turned it on its head, and it's a perfect fit for Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, said Michael Aiello of Universal Orlando's entertainment team.
Ooh, Michael. He doesn't often go by Michael.
Yeah. We're collaborating with Lionsgate and Drew Goddard to bring the iconic monsters from the film to our event. Guests will be assaulted by terrifying beasts taken right from the big screen, including Hell Lord, the Doll Faces, the vicious Sugar Plum Fairy, the Doctors, and more. I think this is awesome. What do you guys think?
Well, as I said to you before we started recording, Darren, Tracy and I had quite an in-depth conversation with the Popcorn Doctor the other night, and
Yes.
I'll be honest, I didn't think much of the film.
No, I didn't like it either.
I think it could make a really
I know.
good...
Yeah, thinking
I
apart
think-
from the plot of the movie or whatever that you didn't enjoy about it, do you see the potential for a house?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think as a house, it will be much better.
Yeah, it's kind of a perfect option for
Because-
them, I think, because they've
Yeah.
got every option at their disposal basically.
And two iconic locations.
And you are thrown in the midst of it yourself. You're not sat comfortable on your couch.
Yeah,
Right.
So I think this will be a winner of a house.
absolutely. It seems to be that we're in the minority of people that didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Way to turn the modern horror movie. Do something new with the horror genre. So, yeah. It's something that had definitely never been done before, and they
Yep.
they took a risk with it, and I thought they paid off. I really liked the movie, so. So we already posted this one on Facebook, and some fans already chimed in on it. We've got Andy DeGenova says, "Great news, cannot wait." Eric says, "I freaking love Cabin in the Woods. I am obsessed with it, ? I could not be more excited about this." He's much more declarative in the excited part.
Yes.
Sam Meechan said, "Just watched the movie for the first time and definitely excited for this. The variety of creatures will give Universal Creative a lot of work, but the thing that could really make this house amazing and innovative for me would be if they could replicate the premise of the basement and make it feel like your actions while in there directly influence which characters then appear and in what order. Admittedly, it's probably asking too much, but that would be pretty incredible."
That
I
would be
agree.
cool.
Yeah. When I say I'm getting better at reading out these really long sentences. I used to be so bad at that. Aaron Hearn said, "Kind of a letdown. The movie was at best mediocre until the last 30 minutes. I really hope Universal Orlando focuses on the last part of the film," and it kind of
That's
sounds
funny.
like they are.
Yeah, because my opinion would be the other way around. I thought once it went into the basement bit, that's where it went downhill for me.
Me too. Like, yeah, when they, I mean, it was cool, like how it kind of like broke the wall there between them, and it kind of broke every wall there between, you know, the viewer and the movie, and then also from the people that were, you know, the teenagers and the scientists, basically. Kind of broke the wall between those two. And I thought that was pretty cool, the way that it happened. But yeah, the very ending was a little much for me, even though I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yep. And then another listener here, Tracy.
Didn't realise these were going to be read out.
Yeah.
Go on.
Says,
I have to read my own, do I?
yeah, go ahead.
I'm torn over this one. I wasn't particularly enamoured with the movie, but I love the idea that rules can change at any moment. Hopefully it will be done so that you never get the same experience twice. I'm sitting on the fence here, guys.
Yep. And then on Instagram, we even had Instagram comments.
Oh, yes.
Victa13 said, "Can't wait for this. Love the movie and the idea they have for the maze. Sounds awesome."
Yes, if you go and check our Instagram, there's I think I posted it on Facebook as well. They put some actual concept art on for the house as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and Matt Fossier says this will be great. So much potential. Energy72 says, "Can't wait to go. This will be my first time going to Halloween Horror Nights."
Cool.
Yep, and we have some people on Twitter. Oh well, one person on Twitter. Gillo says yes. To the point.
Yep.
Yep, on the Mice Chat forums, we had Imagination. Imagination, that's right, sorry. I should have got that one. Said, "I love the movie. I thought it was a great tribute to horror films as well as horror tropes. I think it will make a great house, so I'm curious as to how they will pull it off, seeing that The Purge only took up less than a third of the film." Circling Slot said, "I thought the movie was great, fun, a little scary, takes a lot to scare me, and well written." And UUOP Lee said,
"Personally, I wasn't a fan of the movie, but I think it could make a great house."
Isn't my Lee impression like awesome?
Spot on.
Yeah.
You even had that whiny tone down.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it, The Purge only took up less than a third of the film, but less than a third of a film is more than the time you're going to be in a house.
Yeah.
So they have tons of material to work with. I have no concerns over that.
No.
And over from Screamscape, Park Rumors reports that the discovery of the building permit files for Halloween Horror Nights 23 haunts. What? Did I just have a stroke? Did that sound right? Reports a discovery of the building permits filed for the Halloween Horror Nights 23 haunts. The list shows 7 locations: Sprung 1, Sprung 2, the Parade Building, Disaster Queue, Soundstage 21, 22, and 24. If you don't go often, that won't mean a whole lot to you, but basically those are mostly the same buildings. And the same Sprung is a tent, a house tent. They report that this is the first time that Soundstage 21 has been used before. That's where they used to shoot TNA wrestling. And it's a very big soundstage, big enough that they could fit 2 different haunts inside without a problem. So right now they're expecting to be 8 haunts this year, on which matches up with what Screamscape reported back in their report on May 13th with some rumored maze themes there.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah. Either that or they could do one of the houses really big. I would take 7 houses if they did one really big like that. But they do need more to spread the people out. I definitely understand that. Halloween Horror Nights auditions are up. They're Tuesdays in July 16th, 23rd, and 30th. Audition appointments are now being accepted for the following positions in Universal's Halloween Horror Nights house and street performers. Universal Orlando is seeking males and females for Halloween Horror Nights. All sizes and looks needed. The previous experience not required. There will be a character type-out audition. No horror makeup permitted for auditions. Candidates must be available for all rehearsals starting in September from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. and every evening of the event to include all of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
I wouldn't...
Basically every weekend from September 18th all the way to November 2nd. So... you're gonna have the occasional Thursday nights and things like that as well. So schedule your appointment time today at universalorlandojobs.com/auditions.
And if any of our listeners actually go for auditions, obviously you're not allowed to talk to us about the audition, but we'd love to know if you actually went to the auditions and got on as part of it this year. That'd be cool.
Yes. That would be very cool.
It would.
Tickets are...
I know at least... Sorry, Darren. I know at least one of our listeners is talking about auditioning again this year.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy, you know him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Darren.
Yeah, I do know Darren.
Yes, I know.
I wish I could audition. It just doesn't fit into my work schedule.
No.
It's a lot of time to give up.
Yeah.
It's quite intense from what we've heard as well.
It would be awesome, though. I think I would be good at it. Tickets are also now on sale and are priced at $91.99 for general admission. Wow.
Ouch.
That's a lot of bones.
I would literally want my pants scaring off for that.
Yeah. Stay and Scream, add to your day ticket. So yeah, if you're already going, you can add to your already purchased day pass for Sunday through Thursday. You pay $38.99, which is actually Sunday and Thursday, the only days. Friday $53.99, and Saturday $69.99. Frequent fear passes start at $72.99, and Florida residents.
Oh no, there you go. Yeah, the price is there.
Okay, yeah. Sunday and Thursday you pay $42.99, Friday is $53.99, and Saturday is $69.99. That's with a UPC code from Coke Zero, or Sprite like they have in previous years. Frequent fear starts at $38.99. Russ.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between general admission and frequent fear passes?
The frequent fear pass gets you like loads. It's like about 10. It's like an annual pass for Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, it's like the less busy nights, like those Sundays and Thursdays. I think all of them, and then a couple of the on-peak nights, I believe.
Am I missing something? Because general admission, $92. Frequent fear pass, $73.
Why would you buy the...
Why buy the general admission?
Because you're going on a Friday or a Saturday. Like a lot of people will have to.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
Other than that, though, yeah, it definitely looks like the thing to do would be to buy the frequent fear pass. I think I might be doing that this year for $38.99.
That's mega cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure. I could go on a couple of Sundays for sure. So, yeah, I think I might do that.
Cool.
Okay, and that's it for the Orlando side of things. Now let's move over to Hollywood. They are also casting for Halloween Horror Nights 2013, scare actors and stilt walkers, Saturday, July 13th and Sunday, July 14th from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Which is like 2 days after this comes out, so if you're listening when it comes out, you need to get over there quick.
Yeah. Appointments are available every 15 minutes from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, so they definitely have plenty of spaces for you. Actors and dancers for Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure stage show on Wednesday, July 17th. The actor appointments are from 2:30 to 6, and dancer appointments are from 6:30 or 8:30. Maybe 6:30 to 8:30.
No, that was taken straight from their page, so I assume it must be 6:30 or 8:30.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably have everybody dancing together, won't they?
Yeah, probably. Please attend whichever appointment, actor or dancer for Bill and Ted you consider your primary talent. Selected candidates for Bill and Ted must be available for callbacks on July 19th from approximately 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. to be considered for a role. I feel all Hollywood talking about this. Head over to universalstudioshollywood.com/auditions/audition-calendar to schedule an appointment. They still haven't got their URLs down over there.
No. Cool. Not much going on at Hollywood at the moment. I noticed they're very cagey about what's going on.
Right. Well, this was really early for Universal to release one of their houses, so...
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, though. Gives people something to talk about for a while.
Definitely.
And, get some immediate feedback this early on and say, ooh, this is what people are interested in, Because I know, Mike Aiello and everybody over there on the creative team is on Twitter and everything, checking out what people are posting about it, so... Definitely.
Cool.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're going to move on to our main segment here where Lee sat down with Eric to talk about the first part of the media event for the grand opening of Transformers The Ride 3D, in which he found out more about the Cabana Bay Resort and Springfield area and even got to talk to some of the creatives behind some of the new things. So over to you, Lee.
Eric, as part of the 2-day media event for the grand opening of Transformers, you got to do a little bit of a tour on the Wednesday morning as part of that. And you got to see some bits and bobs about the new Cabana Bay Hotel and the new Springfield expansion. Now, I do believe due to complications in your job, you're not allowed to speak about that hotel. Is that correct?
That's correct. I can't say much about it except for it's being built and it will be a big hotel.
And from what I've heard from the audio you've sent me over and also the stuff that I've seen, the videos, it looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be cool, and I can't really say much more just because of my own personal stuff, but it's definitely going to be worth checking out.
Cool. Well, as I said, you have sent us some audio over, so we're going to start off with some audio of two of the guys there that stood up and gave a little talk. And the first one you'll hear is Russ Dagon, who was the VP of Universal Creative. And then following that, you'll hear from David Bartek, who is the Area Managing Director for Lowe's Hotels at Universal Orlando.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I know you've got a fun couple days here and a lot going on. Wanted to take a few minutes of your time, talk to you about our newest hotel, Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. We're real excited about this project. It's clearly the most colorful thing we've ever done. It's got a lot of energy and it's a lot of fun. This is a family resort, a family hotel, and we've had a great deal of fun with the design. Inspirations for the design. I don't know where everyone here is from. I think we've got a lot of local people. Some of our inspirations: A1A, classic beachside motels, hotels along A1A. Route 66, again, classic throwback hotels, late 50s, early 60s of Route 66, and then the Pacific Coast Highway. This is Anytown, USA's classic beach resort. Some of the images that you see here were inspired by some classic hotels. One of the ones we're most proud of, our lobby features this grand terrarium statement in the center of the lobby. This was a pretty easy thing to get approved by Lowe's Hotels because the inspiration for this was the Lowe's Americana Hotel that was located in South Florida. Some of the other inspirations that we see in this area that we're really proud of. The great colors and the great fun that you see out poolside. While I say this is a throwback to the late 50s and early 60s, there's some things that we've done today that wouldn't have been done back in the late 50s and early 60s. And the biggest thing is a pool. The pools in that era were nothing more than rectangles, and we didn't think that would fly with today's guests. So what we've got are two highly energized pools. The pool you see here is our north courtyard pool. This pool, just slightly greater than 10,000 square feet, with this great dive tower element in the middle of it. Now, it's not an actual dive tower, it's inspired by the dive towers that you would have seen at this time. But again, it's a central statement for our pool area. In addition to the two large pools that I mentioned, we've got a lazy river. We're the first hotel in Orlando with a lazy river, a significant lazy river element. And we also have a large kids play area, interactive kids play area in the courtyard pools. Again, this is all about families. So this hotel, you've all been taking a look at the model we've got here. Comfortably sleeps 6 guests in our suite guest room. And then we've got the great pool amenities for the family as well. Another fun element that we've got in this hotel that's, again, because of the era that we're trying to capture, is our 10-lane bowling alley. So we've had a lot of fun with the design of that. A lot of the classic images of bowling alleys, there's a number of bowling alleys now that are trying to recapture exactly what this period is. Let's see, what else can I tell you? One of the things that's very important to us in this hotel is the comfort of the guests and making sure that the guests have all the amenities they've come to know and love in hotels. We can't go full retro. So this is a slightly modern interpretation of a late 50s, early 60s hotel. One of the things that's interesting, when we started talking about this project a couple years ago, some of our inspirations didn't come from the hotel industry at all. One of them, or a number of them actually, came from the automotive industry. Cars of today are a lot like cars were several years ago. We're seeing the Charger back, the Challenger back, Dodge Dart is back, and the Mini Cooper was one of our first inspirations. We looked at it and said, look, Mini Cooper is a throwback to a day of fun spirit in the automotive industry, but it's a modern interpretation and it's timely and it's relevant. And that's what we feel this hotel is. This is a timely, relevant interpretation of a classic hotel. The colors, the comfort, it's a win on so many levels. Let's see. In addition to the suite model that you see here, and this is a photo of a room that we've actually got completed at this point in time. In addition to the suites, we've got 900 suites. We've got 900 standard or value rooms as well. Standard or the value rooms very comfortably sleep 4 guests, and there's not a lot of science in that room. That's a straightforward room. This is for the guest that wants a very, very comfortable place to stay and then wants to spend time either poolside or at the theme parks. Transportation to the theme parks, we've got bus transportation for all of our guests to the theme parks, and early park admittance for all of our guests to the theme parks as well. I think other highlights. Key to this hotel as well is the bathroom area. We spent a great deal of time designing a bathroom that could have more than one guest getting ready at a time. We know that's a problem in a number of hotels, not ours, but in a number of hotels where everyone wants to get up, be the first one out, and be at a park in the morning. Our bathrooms are compartmentalized so that 3 guests can all be getting ready at the same time. And that was something very key to the design, and that's one of the biggest challenges we had at the onset of this, was making sure we addressed guest comfort and made sure we got those rooms really dialed in. From a construction standpoint, we're really pleased with the progress we've got to date. We're targeting an opening in in first quarter of 2014. Reservations were on board for March 31st. We're taking reservations, and that opens our first 600 rooms. The balance of the 1,200 rooms will open in 2014, summer of 2014.
As you know, we partner with Universal in our 3 on-site hotels, the Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel, the Hard Rock Hotel, and Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort. Along with that, as we get into this product, it's very unique. It's going to be unlike anything that exists in the marketplace, so we're excited about that. It'll give our on-site guests flexibility. It gives us flexibility is from a pricing standpoint, where that value customer looking for value can come in, and this is a great option. If they would like some of the other benefits that we offer in our full-service hotels, of course, then they can rent a room from us on that regard. As Russ said, some of the things operationally that we have been inspired by, the era, the design theme, are from a food and beverage standpoint. We have a very exciting food court that offers American cuisine as well as an international station, because we do feel as if this product will appeal to many of our international guests and customers. So we've also designed it because we'll have several thousand guests in-house. It's 1,800 rooms. So we want to make sure that we're able to accommodate and serve those guests to the level of expertise that we know that we can provide. In addition, one of the things, Russ did a great job of explaining the guest room. One of the things that's important to us is usability in the guest room. So we've kind of programmed that in, working with Universal with our sleeper sofas. They're very comfortable. There's no rail in the bed, as you guys would experience perhaps in the past, as well as multiple charging stations in the rooms. Ease of use, being able to find them easily is also one of our mantras. We are very, very excited about creating this experience for our on-site guests. We feel as if there is demand today in this segment, as well as we foresee great growth potential in the future as well. So we are excited about offering this to our customers. We know that it gives great flexibility to that customer, and it certainly it's a great component, and it complements our existing full-service hotels in fine fashion.
So following that, Eric, you actually got to ask a bit of a question, so we'll play that audio for you now.
Now, when I think of 1950s hotels, I think of a lot of concrete, and here I see a lot of plants. What can you tell me about the landscape architecture that's going to be happening?
That's a very good point. If you looked at a lot of the research images that we pulled up, that was sort of the comment with the pool. The pools back then were rectangular pools, a sea of concrete. Very lush landscaping. We knew that as much as we wanted to, and honestly, some of our creative people thought that stuff was really cool and we should do it, but we knew the consumer wouldn't appreciate that. So our pools are much more lavish. It is heavily landscaped, and it's a highly immersed landscape as well. So there's shade respites out in the pool areas as well.
That was a great question, Eric, and he answered it very, very well. So we're going to finish off this Cabana Bay Hotel section, which has been rather brief, with two final interviews. That Eric, you got to speak to Russ, Dagon again on your own, and also following that we'll have a little brief interview with David Bartek again. Yeah,
very exciting stuff, actually. How long have you been with Universal?
Oh, that's a loaded question right there. 1997, but I had a hiatus where I left for a period of time, so most recent tour of duty is 4.5 years.
Well, that's cool, though, 97. So, over your time, what projects have you worked on?
Hotel projects, I was Hard Rock Hotel project managed and the Royal Pacific Resort project managed. Worked on a park design for an Asian market that didn't quite come to light. Worked on actually 2 Asian theme parks. Worked on Transformers for a year, and worked on the Despicable Me attraction was my attraction.
Oh, I love that.
And now the Cabana Bay Beach.
My nieces would you'd be their hero. They love that ride.
That was a fun ride. That was a lot of fun to do. We were real. I'll take off my Cabana Bay hat for a minute and talk about Despicable Me. But on Despicable Me, the goal that we set out for was Simpsons took a thrill ride and made it funny, and our goal was to take a thrill ride and make it funny and have heart. And we think we pulled that off.
You definitely. I have to say the dance party at the end is so much. My nieces go crazy over it.
There's a moment in the pre-show where when we were working on the show, we kept saying, everyone's going to go aw here, and we kept saying that, and at some point you kind of question, is it going to happen? There hasn't been a time where I've gone on the attraction where it hasn't gotten the response we were hoping for. So
I love that attraction. And so kind of taking, obviously, what you've done with attractions and also with hotels, and so when we look at Cabana Bay, it's much different than what you've obviously project managed before. So emotionally, what do you want the guests to take away when they're done with when they check out?
This property more, I don't want to say more than any, but this property is really about family. This is about I'm going to say this because of my age, but drive-to family vacations. So when I was growing up, we loaded up the station wagon and we drove for what seemed like hours to get to a family vacation destination. That's exactly what this is intended to be. And not a miserable drive, but this is intended to be the family all spending time together and spending time in one room. At this property, a family of 6 is in one room. You're not renting 2 suites and mom's in one with 2 kids and dad's in another with 2 kids. You're all in one room. You're all experiencing it together. So that's my takeaway. Is this is about doing things together. This is extended family. It works for that too. But everything here, there's nothing that's over the top adult or over the or too low child. It's everything can move in a group. So we've got in our bowling alley, there's something for dad to do in there, but the kids will thoroughly enjoy it as well. Same thing poolside, same thing, restaurant wise. You can move through the property as a group, and you won't have to split up and say, you kids go there and we'll meet you in an hour. So.
Definitely. So can I ask you a blindside question of, will there be something special in the sand at Cabana Bay?
In the sand?
Yes. There was a patent that Universal Creative filed that had light up sand.
I really can't speak to that.
All right. I had to ask for my audience.
No,
but I appreciate your time.
No, thank you much. That was
So now, because Lowe's in Orlando, and Lowe's anywhere. Do you guys actually have any value properties right now?
We don't.
So I guess coming into like this kind of volume of hotel rooms, 1,800 hotel rooms, I guess, how do you guys plan on handling that kind of rush?
We're certainly we have the experience and the managers and the talent on site to handle large properties. I mean, we have Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort is 1,000 rooms, and Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel is 750 rooms, and the Hard Rock Hotel is 650 rooms. So we have, we run our hotels here in a campus environment. So while they're individual business units, we really operate them operationally. While there's general managers in place and there's staff in each hotel's in the traditional sense, we also have an oversight management group on top of that would really view the property from a campus standpoint, 2,400 rooms large. So this increases us by 67%, of course, of what we're currently operating today. But it just increases our efficiencies, is what it does.
And as far as when you look at how this hotel is designed and what it offers, what do you want the guest experience to really be? What do you want their take home to be? Obviously, they're going to have their memories of the theme parks, but what do you want their memories of the hotel to be? What do you want
it's a great question. We've programmed so many great things from an amenities standpoint into this. We have the lazy river that we already spoken of. We have a 10-lane bowling alley that we're programming in. We have one 10,000 square foot pool with a 100-foot long water slide, and the amenities. We'll do dive-in movies around that pool. And then, of course, we have an 8,000 square foot pool on the other side. Both have sand zero entry lines and sand beaches, pardon me. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an experience really that doesn't exist in the market or even on the campus today. It's going to be very, very unique.
No, that's awesome.
We're excited. I can be effusive all day and talk about this. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to really. This is a very unique offering. I don't think anything like this exists in the country, perhaps.
Awesome. Well, thank you for speaking with us today.
So there you go. If you want to see the model that they talked about at one of the rooms there, you can head over to our YouTube channel, because Eric got us a good video of that, and that YouTube channel is youtube.com/UUO podcast. So go and check it out. Now, following on from that stuff, Eric, you headed over to Springfield.
Yep, to Springfield, USA, where there actually are signs up now to let us know that it is Restaurant Boulevard and where Mockingbird Terrace is.
Okay, very cool. So we're going to share a couple of interviews first off here. Eric, you had a chance to interview an old friend of yours, the VP Corporate Executive Chef, Jayson.
My personal hero.
So over to you, Eric, talking to Stephen again.
Big fan. The day you opened, I was here eating and drinking. So I have to ask some questions about the Flaming Mouse, because I have had probably 7 or 8 now. It's costing me a small fortune. But I have to ask, what was the development process of that drink like?
The Flaming Mo? A couple of the drinks that we've created here at Universal over the years starts out, I guess, just like anything. You sit there and you go, okay, what is this? Yeah. And then you just try to work through it. With the Flaming Mo, the whole name of it kind of dictated a little bit to the whole idea of flames or smoke or something going on when you handed it to the guest, where now the guest is watching this kind of thing transform a little. Well, I don't want to use that word because that's coming up later today, but that you see this action going on.
Definitely.
And the idea of developing a vessel so that we could do something in the bottom of the vessel to create this appearance was what we came up with. And then, working with the cup, with the flames on the cup and the name on the cup, just to give it its unique identity, was kind of how we worked it. And then working through the flavor profile, of course, when you have millions of visitors, you want to try to come up with something that's mainstream, as is Duff's beer, that, the average person is going to drink and enjoy.
Definitely.
Same thing we did with butterbeer. We didn't want it to be alcoholic because then, everybody 21 and under couldn't get to taste it. How disappointing that would be.
So sad.
And such a huge fan population that of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter from the younger people. So it had to be for all ages, and so did the Flaming Moe. Had to be for all ages, and had to be fun. Again, fun, interactive, and give you that flaming kind of action. So
I love it. I think it's so neat. And what I have to also compliment you on is the variety here that you've designed.
We have a lot of variety. I tell you what, when I left LA, and it was not one thing that they shot down, I was on that plane going home thinking, how am I going to do all these things? And we're managing it, I'll tell you. And it's all selling too. It's not like there's one dead one and we can't give it away. They're buying everything. So it's cool in the sense that we hit the nail on the head, but it's a ton of work. But it's fun.
The surprise hero for me was your calamari.
Yeah.
And normally when I think of theme park calamari or quick service calamari, I think of something that's rubber that I have to chew through and soak. But your calamari is succulent and it's juicy, and
Well, I'll tell you what we do. Okay, there's two different kind of calamaris you could use to serve in calamari. Most places will serve the calamari that is a combination of the tentacles and maybe some of the steak meat. Mine is 100% calamari steak.
Oh, wow.
And the reason I use that, it's a little bit more expensive, but the reason I use that is because it's nice, firm, fleshy pieces. And you can run that calamari, believe it or not, through what they call a Jakarta. A Jakarta is a machine that sticks needles through something.
Yeah.
So it helps to tenderize it.
Yeah.
And now you've got this beautiful, firm, you see it, it's beautiful, firm, white.
Yeah.
We marinated it a little bit, and then we just bread it, and it's delicious.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
And I've been using calamari steaks since, I'll go back to 1981. And I did this in a hotel. I looked at the two, and I was saying, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And when I first started doing it, people in the hotel were saying, that's not calamari. Where's all the squiggly things? I said, don't worry, eat it. And wow. So that's what I do.
And it's just phenomenal. And then, so I know in this TV series, the Rib Witch is famed for being not made of meat, basically, this particle board meat.
Yeah.
But what you've created is real meat. Yeah. And so did Matt Groening or anything have comment about that, about the fact that it wasn't sponge meat? Or
Well, I will say this. When we went out to L.A., the president of Universal, Bill Davis, was there. And this was his favorite sandwich.
Yeah.
And he said to me, Chef, when you do the Rib Witches, I want you to bring them out fresh and put them right in the table on the table for everybody. And then, because what we did was we made this big buffet, longer than this bar, so that they could go up and they could try anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I encouraged them. I said, look, take a little of that, go eat it, then come back, take a little of that, go. We'll take all the time in the world we want. Anyway, long story short, Bill loved this Rib Witch. He said, Chef, bring them out fresh and put them right in front of Matt. So I did that, and they loved them. And what it is, it's solid pieces of meat that's braised slowly, first smoked and then finished braised. So no, it's not particle meat. Again, I got to go with the quality.
Well, that's what I was impressed with.
I got to go with the quality, and I really do.
All right, well, thank you so much, Chef. He is so nice to talk to every time, Chef Stevens. The guy, how he does what he does, I just don't know.
All on his own as well.
Yeah, it's like he has his team, but this is his imagination,
Yeah, I can't wait to get in there and sample it all.
Oh my gosh, you're going to go crazy.
Very exciting. I'm expecting to put on 6 stone while I'm over there anyway, but even more now. So there you go. So following on from that, Eric, you got to talk to Rick Florell, who was the SVP and the GM.
Intensely as it has been, it's been the last year that we knew that this is what we were going to move forward with. We had kicked around thoughts and ideas for several years until we got to the point in time that this could be a reality of it. A large chunk of the early days, 4 to 6 months, was really just research. Just going through that book and what could we possibly do. Oh my God, this is more than I to be honest with you, I learned more about The Simpsons as far as how neat and unique it is and it's not a cartoon. It's a parody of stuff. It's social, comments and all those other things that they say that they are, and then you realize how these things match and how they make it and how people love it. I mean, it's not one of those that they've had well over 400 episodes. It's not like I've read all 8 books of the Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I've read seen all 3 movies of this. There are people that just know it.
Yeah.
And when we started putting up construction fences, and you'd see Bart up against the fence like that, and the cop on either side, it's one of the the biggest photo ops that people come because adults go up and do that same thing. And then the other thing that we learned, which was really pretty cool, is you start to talk to people about thinking about doing this. Their face kind of lights up, and they invariably have something that is their favorite thing, and they'll just spit it out. They don't even have to think about it.
Definitely.
Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. And then we realized, okay, we are on the right track. This is going to be an immersive thing. Now, how do we take all of this and cull it down to what we can pull off really well?
Definitely. So
I think you were taking the question.
Oh, sorry. Okay. And then, just one question now. So I guess the takeaway, though, when guests are done dining here, what do you want them to take away from this experience?
That they've been to Springfield, and they've actually been in the fiction.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rick. And one thing I would say I'm really surprised about Rick, and one thing that really won't come across in any of the audio you hear, is just how much he studied The Simpsons. He has a book that is the first 10 seasons, every script from the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons.
Wow.
And he went through and he marked every food reference and a whole bunch of inside jokes in there to make sure that not only was the food that was mentioned and described, not only was it presented correctly as was presented in the script in The Simpsons, but also that that it would be true to the entire universe of The Simpsons. And so that was basically his Bible was the first 10 seasons, the scripts for all of those.
And I think that goes to show how much Universal are really investing in their the creative side. It always used to be before that it was Disney the ones that sort of went above and beyond to get their theming perfect, and it seems to be the Universal are the ones that are actually setting the bar for that.
Definitely. And when I got tons and tons of photos of this Bible, but of his Simpsons Bible, and when you see how much it is marked up, you can't help but be like, wow, this is true dedication. If he wasn't a Simpsons fan before, he clearly is now.
Wow. I mean, we spoke recently because I think a lot of people have sort of mentioned, how popular is The Simpsons now? Because it's into 25 years, has it been going? And it's they've waited this long before they've fleshed it out. But as I said to you when we spoke recently, Eric, that for all it's only the 33rd most popular program in America, it happens to be, I think it was either the second or the third most expensive advertising space on a TV show in America.
And I think that when you're in Springfield, I think the one thing you really feel is all of the excitement for everyone who maybe they don't even watch Simpsons anymore, but it's still such a part of their childhood and a part of the DNA, into some of their humor, that when you're there and you see the excitement of someone getting a Flamey Mo for the first time or getting a Duff beer, that people are really excited. And this is kind of one of those really exciting moments. And I hate the comparison to butterbeer because they are kind of totally different, but it's kind of that same feeling when you see people drink butterbeer for the first time that you guys are going to get to do here just a little bit.
I can't wait.
But where it's that excitement and it's something that they know of and that they've kind of dreamt of, and so the idea of having a Krusty Burger with a Duff beer and a Flamey Mo, it's surreal, and it's fantasy meeting reality in a very real way, and it's pretty awesome.
Following off the back of that, actually speaking of the Flaming Mo, you actually got to ask a question that I had actually been asking for quite a while, and we'll head over and hear what that question was.
Yes. So the Flaming Mo. I know this is. I've had a lot of Simpson fans ask this question, but why was it not purple?
Why was it not purple? I might want to turn that over to...
I didn't hear it. What was the question?
Why is the Flaming Mo not purple?
Well, because we wanted it to look like it was burning from the bottom up, so it's a little bit more like the flame to tie into that. So
perfect.
It's a mixture. It's a concoction of smoldering just
really great stuff.
I agree.
And that's all you need to know.
That's something we've been wondering for quite a while. Why is it not purple? I suppose they gave a good enough answer in the end.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, and I think, personally, I don't know a lot of purple drinks that I want to drink either.
I was talking to Tracy, and we have one of our most popular. Is that what it is? Is that what they call it? A cordial in the UK is Ribena, and that happens to be purple.
Well, maybe I'll try a Ribena.
I assume you don't have Ribena in America, then.
No, that doesn't sound very
appetizing. It's blackcurrant juice, basically, that you dilute with water.
Sounds fancy.
It's not really. So I do believe they got talking about the new spinner ride a bit more as well, Eric, and sort of told you a bit more, which sounds quite exciting, actually.
So, unfortunately, we weren't allowed to take any audio or video or photographic equipment when they took us on our hard hat tour, which seemed a little silly since I can go across the lake and get my own photos of this of the Duff Gardens area along with the spinner.
You're not supposed to say that.
I mean, not to go across the lake. Wink, wink. Anyways, so we were in there, and Mike West from Universal Creative was giving us a tour, and one thing, we started kind of asking some questions about the spinner ride, and one thing he shared, was that this isn't going to be your standard spinner. This spinner is actually going to be interactive. And so everyone's first thought, oh, you're going to get what, like one fish, two fish? No.
Well, I even said that to you when you first told me about it.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, I get how. And you're like, no, what's actually going to happen is the tentacles on the outside of the ride, what will happen is they'll actually kind of be beams, like kind of laser beams that you have to break with your ride vehicle flying up and down in order to trigger those. Then there'll be targets, and that will trigger things happening on the rides and Simpsons characters saying things and other really engaging things to happen. And so instead of like one fish, two fish, where you're like red fish, blue fish, up. One fish, two fish, down. Anyway, so instead of like that song, you're going to be targeting these different beams to break to make things happen. And it sounds like it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really fun. Apparently, Kang and Kodos are going to be saying crazy fun things the entire time you're on the ride, and it's going to be really engaging.
I don't ride spinner rides because generally they make me puke, but I think I might give that one a try.
Oh, and when he talked about this interactivity and the targets, and having Men in Black close by, which also where you're targeting aliens, I'm like, this is kind of really fun. This is something totally different. And they could have done, I guess, what Disney did, where they built two spinners of the exact same thing with the exact same lack of engagement, with just restaurant buzzers that tell you when to ride.
Ooh.
I know, Disney Slam. Or they could do something completely different and really make this ride, which is a standard off-the-shelf ride, really, that they've customized, and really actually making it really fun. Because Dumbo has been at Disneyland since the park opened, since 1955.
Yeah.
And so to take a ride that a ride system that has been used since basically the creation of this kind of themed entertainment, and to really take it to a whole new level is something that is really exciting and was completely unexpected.
It is, because it seems to be the buzzword over the last few years has been interactivity, and I think people expect that from every ride now. So even to put it on something as simple, like you said, as an off-the-shelf spinner, shows the attention that Universal are paying to what the guests want.
I agree completely. And I think this is the right kind of interaction, too. This isn't the right speaking to you and wishing you a happy birthday because you have a wristband on.
Oh, you're very bitchy tonight.
I know, I am. Oh, my gosh. Leave Disney alone. Anyways, I'm on a Universal high. I've had so much fun at Universal over the past few days that I am 100% all in on Universal.
It's killing me because I just can't wait to get back over. It's not long now, though.
Yeah.
So brilliant. I think that'll wrap it up, Eric, unless you've got anything else to say that went on at...
No, just that I will probably say everyone's new favorite area, though. If you are someone who enjoys a nice cold adult beverage or a nice cold Flaming Mo, you are going to want to be drinking on the banks of the lagoon at the new Duff Gardens area. It is going to be a calm, relaxing, shaded area for you to kind of escape the crowds, where you can just sip on your beer, sip on your Flaming Moe, and just kind of let some of the time go by as the crowds are in the park.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
No, my pleasure.
And in the words of Homer, woohoo!
In a world where the skies are clouded with ADRs, park ticket, and hotel bookings, one hero stands like a beacon of light in the darkness. Heather at Be Our Guest Destinations. She can book all of your Universal Orlando vacation needs, and her service is free to you. And if you're staying on Disney property for some reason, she can also book Universal tickets that include transportation. How awesome is that? She's also an authorized Disney vacation planner, as well as being able to book all cruise lines. So if you're planning on battling Megatron alongside Optimus Prime at the new Transformers ride, or having a Duff Brew in the new Springfield area, or planning even further ahead to visit Harry Potter in Diagon Alley next year, contact Heather at 1-800-796-6240 or via email at heather@destinationsinflorida.com today. And don't forget to tell her that you're repping the UUOP.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, and that is it for episode 60. Thank you very much for listening. Head on over to our YouTube channel to check out that video of the Cabana Bay suite. That's at I want to say UUO podcast.
There's too many U's in there, that's what it is.
YouTube.com/UUO podcast. If you love our theme music, we'd love you to check out Lex Wall's Paranormal Podcast, Anything Ghost, as well as his other music over on iTunes. Don't forget to head over to our partner site, micechat.com, and join in on the forums. We'd love to get a community going over there for sure.
Definitely.
Yep, so that'll be a good night, Internet, from me.
Good night from me.
Good night, friends.
Hey, that's not fair. I had zombies too. Yes, you had zombies, but this is zombie redneck torture family. Entirely separate thing. It's like the difference between an elephant and an elephant seal.
Well, that just about does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. We'd love for you to get in touch. So follow us all on Twitter at UUO Podcast, at UUOP Tracy, at UUOP Darren, and at UUOP Eric. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/unofficial Universal Podcast. Follow us on Instagram by searching UUO Podcast, and subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com/UUO Podcast. Don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? No problem. Just find the show at uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. Send us your spews, funny schmits, live reports, and any other comments at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And come find us on the forums and say hello at our partner site, micechat.com. So thanks for listening, and until next time, remember, live the adventure.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
Nice chat.